Well, we're obviously excited. It's the best event in the world. To be able to play in the NCAA tournament is a privilege. Our team's looking for a quick bounce back. We played really good in the SEC tournament, and it's obviously a quick turnaround. One that we didn't actually anticipate it being this fast. So we're going to play Thursday in Oklahoma City against a McNeese team that won an NCAA tournament game last year. And they beat Clemson and had a good team. And so they got tournament success, traditional success, and we'll learn a lot about them tonight, but I know they've won 28 games. And so you win 28 games, they're good. So just like everybody else that's going to be in the NCAA tournament.
What are your initial thoughts on the matchup? Have you seen them at all this year?
No, I haven't. I know they played Michigan earlier this year in Santa Clara. I know I think they played Stephen F. Austin in a championship game and blew them out. And so they won 10 or 11 straight. They're playing really good basketball. And you don't win 28 games and not have a really good team. So it's going to be a quick turnaround. We're going to get prepped quick because we know they're good.
Mark, are you surprised at the number 5 seed at all, given that you guys just went to an SEC title game and killed the number 1 seed by double digits?
Yeah, one of the things I told the guys earlier before, and I was like, whatever number they put beside us and whatever number we're playing against, ignore it. And I've been in these situations. I was a 12 seed and we beat a 5. And these numbers, throw them out. Every team earned their right there. They give us a 5, give us a 4. Does not make a difference, or 3. We're playing a good team. That's the next step.
When you have the selection show so close to after this SEC title game, does it almost help flush the loss a little bit more? Or do you wish maybe you had a little bit more time to digest today?
Yeah, you wish you had more time. I'm still hoarse from a couple hours ago. But I do think, too, it helps turn the page quickly. And we put a lot into the SEC tournament and to be able to play that game, and we won the SEC championship. But this is the biggest goal, biggest prize. And now we're on to the next. We'll be resilient. And the coaches will start working on it tonight. Our players will start working on it tomorrow.
Felt like this week you guys were peaking at the right time. Would you agree with that? And if so, what made you? Why do you agree with that?
Well, I think we're understanding the right style of basketball. And going on the road probably helped us the last 3 games in doing that. And then the SEC tournament, we had one of the toughest tasks to get there. You got to play a 5 seed, a 1 seed, a 3 seed, and we got some of the best in the league. I know we're battle-tested. I know we've been through a lot. And I like the fact I got a lot of guys on my team with tournament NCAA experience. I do think that's helpful. If you've never been there before, sometimes it's big lights and big stage and everything else. When you've been there before, you understand what you're getting yourself into and how you got to prep.
Mark, you put this roster together this year, and a lot of new faces. How do you see this team kind of coming together? We're seeing some of the defense that Chandler Bing's playing, and the way Duke is helping with Tanner, giving you guard strength there. How do you like how your plan has kind of come together at this point?
Yeah, you want to be playing good basketball right now, and you're dejected. You lost the SEC championship game, but we're happy to make it through without injuries. And you want to go in healthy, and you want to be at your best with your best players, and we're there right now. And you still got to perform whatever time we play on Thursday. The good thing is we kind of been in some tournament situations before in Bahamas and have to play those games. The SEC tournament of having to play a win or go home type scenario. And now the NCAA tournament, which our guys love the pressure. They love the win or go home situation. And so that's where we are on Thursday.
Is last year's tournament, does that factor in any way, Tyler, knowing the experience and all that?
Tournament experience is valuable. And, so Tyler Nickel was there last year, and then Tyler Tanner, and Deb McLaughlin, and then Miles Keefe and Colson were also there with us on our team. So even all those guys know. But other guys had experience as well. Duke Miles was in the tournament last year. Jalen Washington was in the tournament. And so having those guys there, and also like the fact that some guys, it's their first experience. And if you play college basketball and don't get to experience the NCAA tournament, it's hard. And so for everybody on our team, whether it's experienced guys or first-year guys, this is a cherishable thing. It's so much fun. We all look forward to this time of year. I'm excited. I'm tired right now, but I'll get a little sleep tonight, and I'll be juiced back up again tomorrow. But it's the best time of year.
I guess it's a weird day for the team. Like, they lost, this was kind of mentioned, and then you have to be on national TV. Just what's the atmosphere like? What's the mood of the team right now?
Yeah, our guys were excited. And we go into the season with different phases. And the non-conference, the conference play, the SEC tournament, and now the NCAA. And there's a build along the way. Every single part of that gets more valuable, more important, and then more exciting. And so now we're at the most exciting point of the year. And not every team gets a chance to play in this tournament. It's invite or earn only. And so obviously we did some good things to get here, and now we got to play well in the tournament. And our goal is to make a run. But we know we got to play really good on Thursday for that to happen.
You talked about having maybe 3 different types of teams this season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like when it's all said and done, it'll stay at 3, or maybe after this tournament you might say, all right, we had a 4th team as well?
Well, I'm hoping not, because I want to stay injury-free. And I want to take this group into the tournament. And, some things you learn along the way that have been valuable, whether it was an injury or suspension or whatever else. And new guys kind of expanded their role and kind of gave us something new that we didn't have before. And, now we got our group. I got a couple guys ready in the wings, ready to go in case we need them. But my guys right now are, they don't want this to end. I met with them, and I love this group. I absolutely love this team. And so I don't want to end with them. They don't want to end. And you're going to see a team that's fighting like crazy every single day, every single game in the NCAA tournament.
What does tonight look like for you doing the scout, or what?
Yeah, so right now it's amazing. My video guys and already just handed me a folder of McNeese, and they're already ready on it from rosters and different things like that. And so the first thing we do tonight is get our schedule straight and what we got to do. And we just played 3 games in a row. So obviously we're not going to have a grinded out practice tomorrow and a recovery and what we got to do. So getting our schedule right, getting our transportation right. The thing I think people sometimes don't get, they think we have an inclination on where we're going or what we're going to do. It is a surprise to us. So when it's revealed to you all, it's revealed to us. And so now it's figuring out how we get there, how we prep the best, learn as much about the team we're about to play, and try to do the best we can.
Your guys have talked about playing with a chip on their shoulder all season, something to prove. Does that carry over here? Do you still feel like you have something to prove?
I love the fact we were dejected in the locker room today, and that means they care, and that means they put a lot into it. And so every single time this team has been knocked down, they get back up. It's just a great quality about them. And we got knocked down today. We were playing really good basketball, and even today we played good basketball. And so now we got to get back up and come back stronger. And so that's the goal, come back stronger, be our best on Thursday.
Mark, you guys are going to be busy, but the women's team were there on Friday, front row, cheering you guys on. They get their spot later tonight. Mm-hmm. How nice is it to just see the way both these programs are kind of peaking when it matters most? Yeah,
I saw a bunch of them there too today. Saturday they probably were there as well, but I know they were there today. There's so much synergy and just a great chemistry with all the athletic programs here, and we cheer so hard for each other. And we have each other's back, and we know each other's going through, and we share success. And so when women's basketball is doing what they're doing, we share in their success, and they share in ours in football and baseball and soccer, lacrosse. That's probably one of the best things about being not a huge school, that our athletes are really tied in together, and they're around each other to care about each other, and you can see that.
What's a healthy Duke Miles, now that you've seen what he's done in this tournament setting, mean for this team in a one-and-done scenario?
Yeah, when we saw him healthy, I guess probably the last time might have been down in Bahamas, and then now you're seeing what he can do now. He's a game changer. He can relieve pressure for different guys on our team. He's not scared of moments. He was in the NCAA tournament last year, and he's he's a veteran, he's a smart player, he's a tough young man, and having somebody that you trust as a coach is valuable. And I trust him, the other guys trust him. We know what he's about, and you get to these tournaments, a lot of times the guard's got to make plays, and the ball's going to be in his hands and Tyler Tanner's hands, and they got to make plays for themselves and others.